Hey friends, hope everything's going good. I just wanted to start a new series called Ramblings from the Road. So I'm just out and about right now. I got to do a few errands. And I wanted to talk to you folks about some things that are on my mind. Maybe you'll feel this way as well, but I just wonder, is there a problem with wanting less in life? You know, we're always told to strive for more, work harder, uh, reach for that brass bell, or whatever they used to say. I remember back in the 1980s and the 1990s when I was first starting out and working and moved to the big city. You know, I wanted to strive and get more. I wanted to buy a boat, a big speedboat, or I wanted to have the big house, a fancy car, you know, the Jaguar or the BMW. Well, I did eventually, in the 80s, get a nice house, and in actually 1994 is when I got my first house. When I was married, I still am married, but we got a nice house, 1,800 square feet. And then we lived there for 6 years, and then, you know, life happened and I lost my job. I used to work in a meat packing plant, and there's a long story there as well, but because in 1985 I left a small town, Alberta, and I moved to the big city of Edmonton. And what happened there was I met a nice Italian girl. We ended up getting married. We have a wonderful son, and all that good stuff. And we bought the nice house, and then you know, crap happens. Company goes on. Our union that I was with went on strike. We ended up losing our job, and all that kind of stuff. So struggled for a few years. Got back on with another company, different companies here and there, and everything was relatively fine. But then we ended up trading that house in for another house, and then that house in for another house. And before you know it, you got a $420,000 house. And then in the 2008, bought a nice BMW sedan. It was a 535i. Beautiful car, beautiful house, beautiful mortgage, and a beautiful car payment. And that just, it was crazy, because you have all these things and you strive for them, but you don't really own the stuff. The banks own it. You know, I remember when I first moved to Edmonton in 1985. I was working in the meatpacking plant, making $7 an hour, and I had a car, an older car, but it ran good. I had my own apartment for $300 a month. And then I actually rented half a house, the top half of a house, for $250 a month. So I was doing pretty good. You know, you could make a living. One person could work and make a living, even at $7 an hour, because the prices were so low. Nowadays, it's it's October 2nd, 2024. Prices are so high, mortgages are so high, interest rates are so high, and the poor people that have to rent, their rent is high. So it seems like you can't get ahead nowadays. You know, when a Ford F-150 pickup truck costs $80,000, you know something's wrong. So as I've gotten older, you know, I'm not working right now. I am going back into the workforce, hopefully. It does get a lot harder when you're in your early 60s. But I have come to realize, since I've had nice things, and I've learned that I wasn't that good with money. I didn't save as much as I should have. And they always say, "Oh, put money away when you're young, because you're going to need it when you're old." Well, a lot of times we live for today, and we enjoy life today. But the good Lord says, I think it was the book of Daniel, you put things away because for 7 years, because you're going to have 7 years of drought and famine. But I didn't put enough away. Let's just say that. So that's nobody to blame but myself. We know better, but you get caught up in all this stuff. So I've come to the conclusion that I want less. I'm happy with a smaller house. I don't need a big fancy car. I've had the BMW, had nice cars. I've got a nice Mazda right now. Not this one. This is a Kia Sportage, but I bought a nice Mazda 2021, and my wife has that, so she's enjoying it. But we've got car payments. So you got car payments, you got a mortgage, you got expensive insurance on your vehicles, utilities are costing more. So I don't know how these people do it that have 3,000 square foot houses with $800 to $1,000 in utility bills, and then they're driving fancy cars and they're paying $800 to $1,000 or more for their vehicle insurance. And then you got your house insurance on top of that. So I just don't know. You almost need $4,000 a month minimum just to get by in Edmonton. Just in Edmonton, let alone Vancouver or Toronto. So is it wrong to want less? I don't know. I don't think so. And as I get older, you know what? I don't really care what other people think anymore. I should have done this, I should have done that, but all I can do is address where I am now. So we'll see how things go. Like, what do you folks think? Where are you guys at? I've got viewers on my channel in their 30s all the way up to their 60s. So if you don't mind, maybe leave a comment. What do you guys think? Have you gotten to the point where hey, I'm tired of striving for the $120,000 or $150,000 a year income? I've never made $100,000 a year in my life. The most I ever made was $96,000, and that was in construction, and that was with a lot of overtime. And that was back in the early mid 2000s. So it's getting rough out there. And I've come to the conclusion that when I eventually do retire, I would be happy just to travel somewhere, maybe Eastern Europe or Southeast Asia, Thailand or Bulgaria, Albania, Georgia. Some of these places where the cost of living is much less, and a person could spend maybe 4 or 5 months out of the year there, where it's much nicer, and a person can afford it. It's like you say, you need $3,000 to $4,000 a month minimum just to live here in Edmonton. So the biggest expense would be airfare, travel costs probably. So because I'm content, and my wife's content, just sit on the back deck, enjoy her flowers in the summertime, have a nice espresso or a cup of tea, and maybe I smoke my pipe. I do smoke a pipe once in a while, not very often, but I like some nice cherry flavored tobacco. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, because like you say, is there anything wrong with wanting less? We're always told to want more, try to get this and try to get that. Materialism. But I've got a lot of things in my house, in our house, that we need to get rid of. So minimalism. That's the the way to go, I think. Because we're not going to take anything with us when we die, right? The other thing I've heard is we're all going to live forever. But it's location, location, location that's important. And I'm hoping to go up, not down. So, and that's based on a nice personal relationship with Jesus Christ. But anyway, like I say, if you guys have any comments, or if you like this video or this type of content, I'm going to start a series called Ramblings from the Road. And I'm just going to chat about things that are on my mind, and kind of, hopefully I can get some ideas and some feedback from you folks. Because you never know, we need to, I think some of us, we need to stick together more. We need to support each other. Come on my channel, I'll go on your channel, and let's share ideas, comments, subscribe. Because the world's not on our side. It seems like the world's against us. But if we kind of work together, stick together, and support each other. Now, it doesn't have to be anything special, but maybe a nice comment, or even if you don't like this kind of content and you want to give me a thumbs down, hey, that's your privilege. I know in the US you've got the First Amendment, but I'm in Canada, and we don't have a heck of a lot. I know right now the way things have gone, energy costs are so much that it brings up the cost of everything. I remember we could get groceries for, big 6 bags of groceries for $60. Now 6 bags of groceries cost $200. But anyway, I'm almost at my destination, so I'm going to let you go here. But I hope you have a wonderful, God bless day. Enjoy the beautiful fall weather. The trees are turning different colors, shades of yellow and amber, red, burgundy. Life's good. Life can always get better, but it can always get worse. So once again, I look forward to hearing from you, and come by once in a while. Maybe my next one we'll share a cup of coffee. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.